future, throughout history, we have found what's in store for them and what to do about it. Our presentation involves a brave and ambitious man who must deal with conditions by his own people.
Will he make the right decisions considering the prophecies? Does it even matter? Travel with us to Scotland and watch his scheming, murder, and deceit. Please enjoy William Shakespeare, Macbeth.
Where shall we three meet again in thunder, lightning, or rain?
When the hurly-burly's done, when the battle's lost and won.
Foul be ere the set of the sun. Worthy place,
Upon the heath,
there to meet with Macbeth.
fair is foul and foul is fair, hover through the fog and filthy air.
While the witches are still meeting, Macbeth and Banquo are returning from battle and noticing.
So foul and fair they had not seen. What are these so witty and so wild in their turn, that look not like the inhabitants of earth, but yet are on it?
All hail Macbeth, hail to thee, Thane of Guam.
All hail Macbeth, hail to thee, Thane of Cawdor.
I hail Macbeth, that shall be king hereafter. That shall get kings, thou though be none.
Banquo and Macbeth, all hail.
Indeed, Macbeth was the Thane of Guam, but he was not Thane of Cawdor, and certainly not the king. But along comes the messenger with the news from the king.
Debate, call thee Thane of Cawdor.
What can the devil speak to?
The Thane of Cawdor lives, why do you just mean his ballrooms?
But it was true. Macbeth was not Thane of Cawdor. The witch's prophecy had come true. The idea also upon the king who tricks them, but says nothing of the predictions as King Duncan comes to visit him.
Stars hide the fires, and let not light see my black and deep desires.
Lady Macbeth receives a letter from Macbeth informing her of the predictions and that King Duncan is coming to visit. Lady Macbeth likes the idea of her husband becoming king and plots to murder King Duncan, but worries that Macbeth is too fearful to carry it through.
Glowns thou art, and Cawdor shall be without our promise. Yet do I fear thy nature. It is too full all the milk of human kindness to catch the nearest wing. We shall proceed on further business. We shall fail. We fail, but screw your curse to the sticking place. It will not fail.
Thus charmed by his wife, Macbeth proceeded to murder his head the king instantly. He returned with a guilty conscience.
Macbeth returns to Lady Macbeth carrying the guard's bloody daggers. He is disconcerted.
Methought I heard a voice cry, sleep no more. Macbeth does murder sleep. What do you mean? I'm afraid to think of what I've done. Look again, I dare not. Ugh. Give me the daggers. The sleep in the dead butter as it. Since the hour of childhood that fears the pain guilt. If he do bleed, I'll gild the faces of the group for admitting their guilt.
When the king is discovered murdered, his guards are burning. Macbeth orders Banquo to be killed to ensure his royal sin. He is fought with guilt and sleeplessness.
Is this the dagger which I see before me, the handle towards my hand? Come, let me clutch thee. I have thee not, yet I see thee still. Art thou but a dagger of the mind?
Macbeth returns, seeking advice from the witches, finding them in a cave.
Macbeth walks up to the witches.
The witches summon apparitions to warn Macbeth to warn Macduff. Another spirit announces that no man can harm him that is born from a woman, and that he will be defeated when a local forest arrives at his castle.
Round about the cauldron go, in the poison entrails go. Told the underclothes stone, days and nights has 31. Such a venom sleeping God, boil thy first in the charm pot.
Double, double, toil and trouble, fire burning, cauldron bubble. Fillet of a finny snake in the cauldron boiling bake. Eye of newt, toe of frog, will of bat and tongue of dog, adder's fork and blind on sting, lizard's leg and owl's wing, for a trial of powerful trouble, like a hell boss bubble bubble.
Double, double, toil and trouble, fire burning, cauldron bubble.
Scallop dragon, tooth of wolf, witch's mommy maw, look of the raven, saucy shark, root of hemlock, digit dark, slivering in the moon's eclipse, nose of turkey, tartar lips, make the gruel thick and slab, add thereto a tiger's charger for the ingredients of our cauldron.
Double, double, toil and trouble, fire burning, cauldron bubble.
By the pricking of my thumbs, something wicked this way comes, up and lost whoever knows.
I know you secret black and midnight hags. What is it that you do?
Save the rather hear from our mouths or from our masters.
Call him. Let me see him.
Macbeth, 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 beware Macduff, beware the fatal fight. Dismiss me, enough. Be bloody, bold, and resolute. Laughter, sort of women war shall harm it good.
Macbeth shall never vanquish, being to great burning wood, to high dissonant hill shall come against him.
Bill Gaines company because he said that every person is born as a woman. And that Macbeth Gaines company because he said that every person is born as a woman. And that castle behind my best stuff. Still, he is on his and his nervous state is compromised by the
The queen, my lord, is dead. She should have died hereafter. There would have been no time for such words. Tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow creeps in this petty pace from day to day, till the last syllable of recorded time in all of our yesterdays have lighted fools the way to dusty death. Out, out, brief candle!
In the meantime, Macduff's helpers are using branches and twigs for the burning force to cover themselves as they approach Macbeth's castle. As I did stand my watch, I looked toward Burnham, and anon we softly went against me.
Iron slave!
Let me endure your aspect, not do so. Within this 3 miles you may see it coming. I say it in zero.
Thou bloody rebellion that tries can give thee out! I bear a charmed life which does not yield to one of woman born. Sorry. Sorry. Spare thy charm, and at the end of that house, sir, tell thee Macduff was from his mother's womb, untimely ripped. I will not yield to kiss the ground before young Malcolm's feet, to be baited with the robble's curse. Though thou being opposed, being of no woman born, yet I will try the last. Before me I throw my warlike shield, lay on Macduff, and damn be him that first cries, holes enough. Any questions?
Yes, what was Shakespeare from?
Oh, well,